I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine. If you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Whole squad in the field, yeah, we tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war.
Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 59.
It's finally time for the main event here in 2025. Away we go in Super Bowl 59. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Jones. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On second down now, Barkley. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Giants are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 2nd and 7, Jones. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Giants will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Gano for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Chark. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
2nd and 6. On play action, Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Orlando with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's taken down inside the 30.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Hands it off out of the gun. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second and 5. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Wizards are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. And Jones will hit the deck here. And he is able to pick up the first down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From the 45 on 2nd down, Jones will get this complete to Kadarius Toney. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Giants.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
A first down carry for Barkley, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Play action. Jones. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now Jones is going to bat this forward on the jet sweep, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Kadarius Toney in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half. And the Wizards are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. It doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. That ball caught by Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
57 yards rushing for him now to this point. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now Jones throwing on first down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Throwing on second and long. Jones going right side here, and that's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Jones now off the play fake. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Now a handoff here to his running back, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. Here's a diving catch right side.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. Going Left side, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. They go play action now. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. They go play action with Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. Now Lawrence to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun, down to the 25. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. That's to his running back, complete. And he will be out of bounds, well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. Going to give this time to the tailback. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Now here's whistles and another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Giants on 3rd down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This is 3rd and 7. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly, trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Giants are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Gano the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. 65 yards on the ground for him so far. Working with his 2nd and 4. Lawrence. And he'll find Hall. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Hall. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Lawrence's throw taken in here by Chase. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off inside the 10. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's brought down. They go play action here on 1st down. Jones hit and the ball's out. Patriots are the toast of the National Football League. They are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL.